Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been forever since I've done one of these. It is the BCS recaps again. So I think I'm missing Perth, Melbourne and France. So we're gonna go through all the results that happened. Sorry for releasing this super late. We have like a break week this week before Manhattan and Singapore, and then the week after is Anaheim. So perfect time to do it. So we might as well get it done. Big shout out to Fuzzy again. Thank you so much for providing us the infographics. So for Perth, pretty happy that, you know, Perth got a BCS this year. I think a lot of the players here were very happy with how BCS went. And as you can see, a lot of people just played the decks that they loved. So 2 Gravidia, 2 Shaman King, and then one of, I guess, very off-meta picks, maybe except for the Eva. So Flagberg, Orphis, Hexorb, and then the one Eva. So a lot of the people, I think, brought their comfort picks, especially I know that the Hexorb player, Jeremy, he's one of the guys in my play group. He brought that because it's a personal pick for him. So I think a lot of the people brought these decks because it's a personal pick for them. So really cool to see that, you know, in a small regional like this, you can bring a deck that you like and, you know, perform well as long as you know the matchups. So that's the top 8 for standard. And then jumping into the top 4. So first was Mark 1 with Eva. This guy literally wrecked the whole of Perth. It was nearly renamed to BCS Mark until Premium happened. So yeah, congrats Mark. Second place was Tan, another year of going into the World Finals. One of my best buddies, so he topped with Gravidia. I came third with Shaman King, and then fourth place was Kevin Tran with Flagberg. Then to V. V is a little bit more, I guess, meta defining, right? A lot of the Eastern players or Eastern States players came over and, you know, super meta dogs, right? So 3 Gear Chronicle, 3 Maidens, 3 Great Nature, which is really surprising. A huge dominant performance by Great Nature. So 2 Leopolds and 1 Polaris, which is really surprising. I was watching Polaris versus Kai, I think. Pretty spicy deck, not gonna lie. The 1 Luard and then the 1 Battle Sister too. And then the top 4 again was Mark 1, first place in the same weekend, which is insane. So first and second was Steam Maiden, second one was piloted by Justin Mao, third was Kai with Luard, and then he destroyed me, and I was using Steam Maiden. So if you guys haven't seen the skit, make sure you check his channel, it's pretty funny. Alright, and then Premium, so this is where it's at. So as much as, you know, we can see 3 out of the 8 being Narukami, all 3 of them were different decks. So one of them centralized around Valiant Saber, one of them being Sweep, and then one of them being Vanquisher. And then we had one of pretty much everything else. So Steam Maiden, Highlander, Tharvas, Beatrice. So Beatrice was actually a Night Rose, and then a Delita. And I think Delita was Tan from the previous day, coming second in Standard. So jumping into the top 4, first place was Toby Jones, my boy from WCC, killing it with Arads. I think he's been on the Arads train for a while now, so, you know, showing results, you know, getting him to Worlds. So second place was Kelvin Yap. He beat me in top 8 with Night Rose. Pretty unfortunate, but, you know, oh well, it is what it is. Third was Kai with Tharvas, and then fourth was Jason Trong with Vanquisher. Now, immediately after, so the whole event ended on Sunday, I think, and then Monday came, and then we all flew over east to play Melbourne. And top 8 Melbourne was 2 Eva, 1 Prison, 1 Gravidia, 1 Bruce, Buffsagra, Lutetia, and Leonorn. I think this is the first Leonorn we've seen across all the regions. Very cool. And then the top 4, first place was Jia Chen Liu with Lutetia. And then second place was Kai with Seraph Snow, third was Mark with Eva, and then fourth was Alexander Lee Walker with Grade 3 Bruce. Very cool to see 4 different decks coming into top 4. It just shows how diverse Standard can be. And, you know, as long as you know matchups, you can do well. And then jumping to V. Now this is, you know, half of it was, you know, Maidens, and then the other half, one of them was Astropulse, and then the other Genesis was a Fenrir, and then 1 Tharvas, and then 1 Spectral Duke with Spectral Dupe reverse. Very cool. And then the real reality is that all 4 Steam Maiden won, So first place, I came first place with Steam Maiden. Very, very cool deck. Yeah, just like everybody else in the world. Second, I beat Kelvin. So my rivalry with him is 3-0 in finals. Can't have a Melbourne finals without my boy Kelvin Yap. So big respect to you, man. Our rivalry continues. But I think you need to catch up. Third place was Jim Shear with Maidens, and then fourth was Mark. I think the funny thing is that I think Mark ended up losing the third and fourth to jump to Weiss, and then ended up winning Weiss. So the guy played V first, topped, came fourth in V, then jumped straight to Weiss, and then won Weiss. Like, unheard of, absolutely unheard of. So the guy, I think, logged like 14 hours of TCG, all in the one day, which is actually mind-blowing. So congrats to Mark, what a machine he is. And then top 8 premium were 4 Narakamis. Yeah, very dominant. 3 of them being Vowing, and then 1 of them being Vanquisher, 2 Gear Chronicle, which were Steam Maiden, 1 Highlander, and 1 Raging Form. So Raging Form, I think I versed the Raging Form player. Yeah, pretty scary deck, not gonna lie. And then the top 4, first place was Jackie Zhang, or in terms of nicknames, Saki Zhang. He's a very Saki player, yeah, from New South Wales, so big shout out to Jackie. Second was Mark with Maidens, third was Kai with Vowing, and then fourth was Zach Virgo with Vanquisher. So that's pretty much Melbourne. And then jumping to the other side of the world, so we had France. So 2 Flagberg, 2 Eva here, and then 1 Nirvana, Buff Saga, Tegrid, and Greedon. Greedon seems to be like this one deck that pops up here and now. Pretty interesting. And then first place was Alex Kwan with Eva. Second was Antoine Cahard with Flagberg. Third was Vincent van der Scheer with Flagberg. And then fourth was Thomas Edling with Greedon. And then I think one of the other days as well was the V Premium tournament. So again, similar to Melbourne, half of the pie chart being Maidens, and then the other half was 2 Genesis as well, and then the other 2 being Narakami and Link Joker. So the Genesis split, 1 Regalia and 1 Astro Poets, and then the reality is that Steam Maiden still won, unfortunately, or fortunately. So Johan Bazazak, yeah, that's how you spell it. Sorry if I butcher your name. But this is Y-Bars, so coming first place in France with Maidens, so congrats. Sponsored invitation to Worlds is always good. And then Tio Mahuto with Maidens as well, coming second. Third was Brian Ferreira with Vanquisher coming third. And then fourth place was Etienne Len with Messiah. Very, very cool. And then the last tournament of that weekend was BCS France Premium. So 3 Steam Maiden, 1 Highlander, 1 Beatrice, 1 Nightmare Doll, 1 Thavas, and 1 Deleter. Deleter is like this deck that pops up here and there. I think in the US regionals there was Har Ali with Deleter. Perth had a Deleter as well. So really cool to see, Deleters, affecting the meta here and there, which is pretty interesting. It's one of those decks that becomes like a glass cannon, and I think with Jalowell, the new PR that you get for BCS, it really bumps that deck up quite a lot in terms of its offense. So yeah. Then the top 4, first was Vez Bomler. Sorry if I butchered your name again. With Steam Maiden. Second was Clement Lebich with Nightmare Doll. Third was Antoine Cahar. I think he came second the previous tournament with Highlander here. And then fourth place was Stefan K. Derricut with Steam Maiden. And that's pretty much it for the recap for the last few weeks. Sorry I haven't been pushing this out as quick as I wanted it to be. I do have the Perth and Melbourne vlog to upload as well. And then probably after all of, all the remaining circuits, so Manhattan, Singapore, and Anaheim, I'll probably do a recap to see what we expect for Worlds. So stay tuned there. If you guys like this video, hit a like, comment down below what you guys think of the results, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.